Hey guys, what's up? It's your Screwed here, and today I'll be bringing you guys a new video. Now, I know I've taken a week break, but I did make a community post about this. I've decided to focus on some personal things right now going on in my life, but I hope you guys have not missed me too much, and I'm back 2 weeks, or well, a week later, and we'll be making 2 videos a week. So for this video, for the comeback video, obviously, very quickly, I heard about the new level 50 thing, and I just wanted to go over the power leveling process for Pokemon Go, at least because I've heard that the level system is going to get a little bit changed, and some people might want to get level 40 by the end of the year. Remember, if you get level 40 by the end of the year, you get like this special medal, you get a special, I think it's a Pokemon, as well as some avatar items, which could be cool. You know, I'm level 38, I'm almost level 39. I might go for it, I'm not sure. It is still 5 million XP, and I'm kind of lazy, I'll be honest with you. But if you want to get that stuff, this is the video to watch, because I'll be going over 3 different ways that you can actually level up super fast to prepare yourself for level 50, or to just know going into level 50. So the first thing I'll be talking about is speed rating, and is by far the best way to get XP. The second way I'll be talking about is quick catching. The third way I'll be talking about is the GPX routes for PGSharp. Of course, the spoofing app I'm using right now is PGSharp. If you're wondering where to download that, you can get that at pgsharp.com. Not sponsored. Check it in the link in the description below. And the final thing actually is just like an additional side thing. It's the friendship bonus that you can actually use. So the first thing we'll be going over is speed rating. Now, what is speed rating? Speed rating is essentially just catching, or not catching. Actually, it's just doing the raid and then not catching the Pokemon. Now, this method is first on the list because it's not as good, because it does require a ton of raid passes as well as lucky eggs. Like each 20,000 XP that you get, you need one raid pass. So I would only recommend this for people who have tons of raid passes stocked up, or they have tons of Pokecoins stocked up. Of course, there's no way to actually get past the like getting raid passes. You can't actually cheat the system. Like, you can spoof, sure, but you can't get raid passes, right? The only way you can get it is through defending gyms, and still that's time capped. So if that's something that you can't do, then I wouldn't recommend this method. But essentially what it is you go around doing raids, and so you know how every time you interact with the map, you get yourself onto a soft cooldown, right? Now, essentially what you do is the raid putting yourself in the raid doesn't actually trigger the cooldown, but what actually triggers the cooldown is you catching the Pokemon at the very end. So simply not catch the Pokemon at the very end, and you'll not be on cooldown. So essentially what it is it's like, say you go into a Darkrai raid, you get your 20,000 XP from the end because you're using a lucky egg, obviously. And then you get your items, and you check for shiny. If it's not shiny, you just don't catch it, and then you just move on. Of course, this strategy is only good if, like I said, if you have a ton of premium raid passes and you're willing to just give them up for XP. I wouldn't recommend this for new players, and I would recommend the other two, and maybe the third one, or the fourth one that I'm going to be talking about. So the second way to actually gain XP at an incredible rate is quick catching. Now, quick catching is one of those things that I usually do during Pokemon Community Days. I did not play the Electivire as well as the Magmar Community Day. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time. I was pretty busy. But if I did so, I would have quick caught a ton of Pokemon. Now, the way to do that actually is to essentially, well, as you can see what I'm doing here right now, like PGSharp kind of does all the work for you. You don't even have to do like the drag Pokeball to the side and then do the old-fashioned quick catch. You don't even have to do that anymore, because the PGSharp actually just does it for you, which is kind of crazy to me, actually. I'm using PGSharp on 1.9.0, but this came out like 1.7.2 if I remember correctly. Like 1.8 maybe, I'm not sure, but it came out pretty, like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and it's been really good. I've just been quick catching everything I see, and it's been giving me tons and tons of XP that I wouldn't have gotten, because, you know, quick catching, you can't even do it with one hand. It's annoying. But this method, easy peasy. Like, it takes no brain at all. You just walk around catching stuff, and you try put on a lucky egg maybe if you want to boost up the XP gains. I would recommend doing this during an event. So like when the spotlight hours comes on for like XP, or during a community day, or like when there's an event for catching certain types of Pokemon, I would just recommend this. You essentially just set yourself on auto walk. You can hatch eggs at the same time, so it's really efficient. You get tons of Stardust, tons of XP, and it's super worth it. So this is the second one. This is just a straight grind. It costs no money. unless you want to use the lucky eggs. Obviously, it costs no Pokecoins, so you can save your Pokecoins for something else. But it does cost time, and I mean that's what we all have, right? So after this method, there's the third one. This is not the final one, of course. There's one more that I'm going to be talking about, and that one is the friendship. So the third one is what is it? What is it? The second one is quick catching. And the third one is okay. So the third one is friendship, right? Now the friendship one is pretty scuffed because it does require you to like join a community where you can just like get a bunch of new friends constantly. Now this strat is like a long-term goal as well, because it does mean that you have to like invest a lot of time in like logging in daily, sending gifts, and making sure that they like give them back, because this method involves making friends with just tons of new people and just spamming the gifts. And that's really it, honestly. If you want to get that figured out, you can come to my Discord, and obviously there's a friend code channel, so you can get a ton of new friends there to like send gifts to. But that's the strat, honestly. All right, and the final and the best way to gain XP. Now I know you've been waiting for this one. I've talked about this in previous videos, actually, maybe in PGSharp as well. But the fourth one is actually GPX routing. So you know I'm like auto walking here, right? I'm not really spinning the PokéStops as I go when I should be. And I guess they're not as effective, so maybe it's not worth it. But they give 50 XP per Pokemon spun, PokéStop spun that you've spun before. And for a new PokéStop, you get 250 XP. Now this 250 XP may not sound like much, but on a lucky egg it's 500. On a double XP event, that's 500 as well. On a double XP plus lucky egg event, that is like 1K. And also, you can spin these really quickly, and essentially what you would do is, before you start a GPX route, which you can find on my Discord, obviously, you can export it, you can import it straight into PGSharp, and then it'll do the auto walking for you. So all you have to do is like go to your phone every once in a while and then just spin the PokéStops. Now, I would recommend I'd recommend getting like a gacha or something that you can actually auto spin with, but it's not necessary. But if you want, what it allows you to do is essentially just allows you to leave your phone AFK for like an hour, and you'll come back to more XP and more Stardust. So it's pretty cool if you're going for the hard grind route. But yeah, that's the strat. So like for level 50, obviously XP is going to be a bit changed. I'm assuming Pokemon, like catching Pokemon, is going to give more XP, which is really good for us, at least for the spoofers. Maybe not as good for the new players. Or for the legit players, but I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, so that's the strat for level 50, guys. If you guys have any questions, of course, you can come to my Discord. You can ask it. You can put it down in the comments below. You can like the video. If you want, subscribe for more spoofing tips. I'll be making a few more videos actually in the next week. One on the new PGSharp update, because they did have I'm using 1.9 right now. Obviously, I didn't make an update for 1.8. I don't think. So as you can see here, there's like a new UI change, but 1.9 is pretty cool. You can now get to like do a bunch of things that you couldn't previously. You can like hide the UI for PGSharp, which is cool. So if you're taking a photo, you want to get that shit out of there. You're like, I'm not a spoofer, trust. You can just hide that, and you'll be good. So yeah, I'll be talking about that in the next video. What else? And yeah, I think that's about it for now. I'll be going over an FGL Pro guide soon, I think, because it's still a thing actually, apparently. And then I'll actually be taking a look at another spoofing app very soon, similar to FGL Pro, so it's like an alternative if you can still use those types of apps. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend. I would just recommend using PGSharp. It's busted. Seriously, like take advantage of this. If you're on iPhone, unfortunately, I do not have an iPhone. So, but the best one to use right now is iPogo, if I remember correctly, and I think that's the only one that's actually safe. So anyway, guys, hoping I'll be updating you guys on everything related to Pokemon Go spoofing, and yeah, of course, stay safe. Don't go outside if you're on lockdown, and yeah, peace out, guys.